Alright, here's a new episode of Tezalovic here on the Lord Master channel. Now, just recently we had two costly wars. One I didn't take. Well, one was intervention for an Irish-French anti-papal war, which a good portion of the war was a defense for Ireland before we realized, oh, it's a lost cause now because, well, Cornwall is invading it because it's German-Irish pagan. So they got lots of more troops and mercenaries that they hired additionally, and they are about to take over all of Ireland, which Cornwall would become Ireland. Although they did lose Cornwall Interior to the ever-expanding Cathar Kingdom of England, which, had they continued into Ireland, maybe they would become the British Empire, but of the Cathar faith. So go figure. And also we had a major rebellion, which was for Gavelkind, which I like to interpret it as that war started because I, well, seduced his wife, committed adultery. He was angry. And among other things. But it was for Gavelkind, but it ended in white peace. We spared him, and we become good friends afterwards. And had to get rid of the old king of Serbia because I decided to... Well, he was vanished without a trace. It's because I'm a member of Lucifer's own. That's right. I joined the dark side. The reason I had to get rid of the king of Serbia is just to save Raguz's ass from being conquered. Because we need that merchant republic. Because when you have a merchant republic vassals, they give you more money. Everyone respects me now, right? All good? Except for Bohemia. Say the tax numbers, it's like the yearly income. Lot more when you have a merchant republic. And also I upped the law of the burgher vassal a long time ago. Oh no, everyone's against me these days because, you know, I'm becoming a pretty bad person. Speaking of bad person, I legitimized a bastard son, who is a Dalmatian. Named of Tuoni. Tuoni Tezalovic. Tuoni is a Dalmatian name, named after Tuoni Udina, the last speaker of that language in real history. And also, there's a disease out there. I was thinking about going to war against Venice for an embargo war just to get some money off of it, but that's going to have to wait. I don't have the learning skill like I used to. And knowing that we are still... Oh, look at you, already going for seduction focus, the Khan of Bulgaria. Not much of them left. Now, I'm trying to think. Yes. Although I would love to expand into areas of like the rest of the Duchy of Nitra, but Bulgaria is still mighty powerful. And I have a knack at leading the military, so maybe I should just go on a war focus and up the levy numbers a bit. Excuse me. It's from the lunch earlier. Very soon, Ireland is about to be conquered by Cornwall. And that and the war to get rid of the anti-pope was costly. All that for nothing. I'm thinking of a good way to sway Rector Lacars into liking me a bit more. What could possibly titillate the senses of a man like him, I wonder? I will send him a few courtesians, highly paid harlots to him. So yeah, hope you like it, even though you already got the great pox, and you are an adulterer. And look, you're of seduction. You do have a lover, which is one of my kinswomen. Hope you like it. What? Did not appreciate my gift. I guess he took a backseat on practicality on that one. Gee. Yeah, it was a lost cause. As I said on our previous episode, they have too many troops. Yep, Cornwall has conquered Ireland. They call him the Viking. The Viking boy. And this is what it's left. And he's imprisoned too. Very soon they're gonna have his title revoked and war is over. I could strive to become better, or I could be satisfied with who I am and what I have. I will never be satisfied. Now I am ambitious. Because I am that kind of person. I'll show you how ambitious I am. Write me a book. It should be about the intricacies of relationships. Yeah. So for now we're just rebuilding Bosnia's army into a strong force that we could take on Bulgaria and the others. But first we need some money. And the best way to get some money, besides being patient with your taxes and everything, but also we gotta beat Venice. In an embargo war, so they can get rid of all of their trade posts from our coasts, and maybe Ragusa will take the places of those said trade posts. And when they make more money, they make more money, and some of their money will go to us. Taxation. Oh my goodness, they got her. The one who introduced me to this society. Oh wow, ambitious is +5. Well, it is a sign for me to lay low. Don't worry, I named my youngest daughter after you, even though she's got a club foot. He's gone. Alright, we did it. What happened, by the way? I mean, you were the participant that started it all. And I'm surprised they released you. Maybe it's because, you know, they're taking on the old man. Cornwall's now turned into Ireland. But now, they're gonna have to face a lot of wars, because England is now becoming almost a near superpower. Apparently nobody surrendered. I guess the active provider died, or he just called it quits. Yeah. So, moral authority is back at 100%. I'm clapping my hands in case you don't hear well. Sanity has prevailed. Oh. Release. Ransom him, I mean. Oh, another orgy. But this time it's a old Bedouin man who is of a Zikri faith. Magical corruption 5 times. Man, you sure love orgies, I assume. What a lovely idea. I'll wear my Russian codpiece. Here's another one for you. Where am I? Oh yes, the orgy. 3 days of wicked debaucheries con conducted by a pre-epic dwarf from hell. The drugs, the copulation, the succubus of the hypnotic flute, the ritual murder. Was it all real? All I know is that Akin sure knows how to throw a party. Yeah, that's the guy's name. The commander of the Sinai. I feel drained. Scheming cannibal. Hey, just be glad that I don't get to eat you. Capture a dwarf? I don't have a dwarf in Bosnia. Look for one in a moment. Branded apostate magical corruption. Speaking of eating. Well, actually, no. You'll say no because... Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Well, I mean, I'm a cannibal. I'm supposed to eat prisoners. I guess I can't do that right now, can't I? Okay, find me a dwarf. Reset the browser filters. Dwarf. A lot of dwarves in this world, but... Nearest. Look for attempt to abduct option. Ah, here we go. Oh, Tarifa. This 48-year-old woman. Let's go get her. She's a dwarf. The brothers and sisters in Sirte. Oh, that's down in Libya. Rebellion. Tyranny, right? Independence! But they're winning. Catch me that dwarf! If you don't get her, then we'll find another. I know I could be making dwarf jokes, but I don't want to. Don't you worry. What's your rank? High Priest? Where? Or is that Conjure? One of these people. We are going to get you that dwarf. The Clubfoot girl. Hey, my court physician, I remember. It's the guy from Srebrenica, right? Yes, the guy I had tortured once. Because, you know, he killed my first wife. Huh, Saint Helen. Try to become more temperate? It's for the stewardship, why not? More scale to it. Plus, I still have no friends. Where's that? Why haven't you captured her yet? She's still alive. Maybe it's the distance. From Bosnia to Libya, it's too far. I'll simply ask him. I got prestige to spend. What's a Dalmatian boy's education? Oh, you are teaching. I see. My wife's pregnant. Don't tell me the Bulgarians seduced her. Okay, no. I trust her word. As always. I'm a patient man. I don't have the patient trait. I lost that. Gervasius Vanessa the second. The Vanessas are back in power. Fat man. As always, I always sway the rector because you gotta keep the relations up. The big designated region. And give him this. We need to up the opinion a bit more. Though he has a mean old rash. Alright, we go into battle now. Eat up, girl! That was my kinsman. Also, Tashimir, what happened? Why did your flank broke down? Oh yeah, I think it's because less troops and... among other things. I should have brought the Bohemian in here. Because we're facing heathens. You know what? Stop the abduction. Apparently it's too far away. What about in our realm? No? Hopefully this one's not too far. Hey! The Georgian. Invite him to the court. And then we're gonna catch him! If they allow me to do that. Attempt to induct. Alright, now that he's here, now we can catch him. I have put out the word among my brethren. When an opportunity presents itself, the brothers and sisters of Verbosna will attempt to snatch Demna and bring him to me in chains. Don't you go anywhere. I'm about to be promoted. Oh, the Dark Lord is gonna like me. Conjurer. Which now I have the ability to summon Familia, Tainted Touch, and Demonic Possession on somebody. Which, of course, a mission when it requires me. Not having much luck in attempts to deduct. Be patient. We're gonna catch that little guy. I mean, come on, he ain't that hard to find. He's the only one in Bosnia. All the way from Georgia. He didn't know again. Oh, look at you. You have so many children, and you'll be like, man, I guess I am the genetic jackhammer. Alright. My fellows in the Lucifer zone informed me that Demna plans to travel the realm incognito for a lark and mingling with the common folk. He'll only be protected by 2 loyal friends during this little adventure. A great opportunity to have him abducted, if I so wished. Approve the scheme. We got him! My competent brethren in Lucifer's zone managed to snatch Demna from his guards and bring him in the sack. Excellent. Now, it is time for you to be sacrificed. Bound and gagged, Larry is carried off his cell and dropped into the cauldron. As my alkalites slammed down the lid and lock it securely, and I dropped my flaming torch into the firewood stacked around the pot and setting it ablaze. Soon the water within will come to the boil, and another soul will be sent to Satan. Good sacrifices are in short supply. Mission accomplished. Thumbs up. Oh, coordination ceremonies. Which one? They call you Godfrey the Great. Well. Oh, wait a minute. You're not French. You're Dutch. Uncle! I didn't know you're my uncle. Wow. You are the father of the magnificent seven-hero Yako. It is you! You became emperor. How did you climb up in the social ladder like that? Oh, wait. Elective. Gottfried Jakobson. I recall you lived in Bosnia for a time. So I will be sure to attend. It's my uncle. Now do take it over and do not screw it up. So he kneels before the Pope. Lucius II is the host of electors, and vassals around him surrounds him in complete silence. The Pope blesses him before placing the imperial crown on Gottfried's head and proclaiming him to be the Emperor of the Romans, and by the grace of God and protector of all Christendom. Well, he did inherit the sword from heaven. And also, that's silly. I think that's supposed to be for the Holy Roman Empire, not Empire of Francia. What? Oh well. Someone ought to dispute that. Alright. Uncle bid me farewell and dismissed her from the court. It's good to be back in Verbos now. I'm back! Whoops. Oh, the heck. Well, too bad we can't form an alliance for cultural bonds, but, you and I, we're gonna get along just fine. We're family. Venice no longer has a disease. Fine with the name. Now, let's fight against Venice. This is an embargo war, which will destroy all of the trade posts around me. I will get 300 plus gold from raising 6 trade posts. If I lose, then all that money is going to go to him. And he'll be the richest doge in the world. I still have the Irish guy in the alliance. No need for allies. You say no because 1, my wife, my advisor, is malcontent. The others are just saying, enemy's too weak, too weak, too weak. Alright, you're no longer on the council, you unfaithful wife, you. Unfaithful? You're a pragmatist. You'll do. I know they'll still say no, but... Okay, now they say yes. I guess it's my malcontent wife, then. That she was probably the loudest one in the room. And the council's like, you know what, I agree with her. We shouldn't go to the War of Venice because of what she says. Man. She hates my guts. But you'll get yours one day. Remember, I'm still young. I'm still in my prime. Let's go. they'll be coming on shore soon, so let them come. We'll beat them out of our coast, and then we'll take it to their land. That's how this scenario is going to go. Don't raise the navy just yet. How many troops do I have exactly? Not full. Don't get trigger happy with the speed. Holy crap! They actually brought a lot of troops. They must have hired some mercenaries. A lot of mercenaries! Who did they hire? The Company of St. George. I know those guys. Italy in the past during our tributary war against us. They beat us with those mercenaries and they're back again. Casimir, Bryko, please flank these guys. And wait for the rest to come. Huh. Battle of Travunia. We were marching through the mountains when one of my officers mutters, Once I'm back in Verbosna, I'm giving up this soldiering life and maybe I will be a baker. I chuckled, considering a more strategic aspirations. What about you, my lord? What would you focus on in the future? Well, knowing that we are weaker and other powers, great powers surround us, I will never surrender a fight. I'll be unyielding. This character will stubbornly fight to his last breath, compelling his men to do the same while refusing to yield an inch. More morale defense and defense. There goes another one of ours. Alright, we beat him back. Already we're winning big time. The heir to the company. That's why the war score is so high. We captured the heir of the house. House arrest. Honestly, I kind of want to beat their army one more time before we set sail to Venetia. My mother is dead. My lord begins a note from my chancellor, Count Vacho. Vacho? Oh, Lombard. Our oldest scholar, most experienced scribe, has passed away. Invest in more scribes. Funding is not an issue. Don't you worry. We took the trade post, which means nothing. Alright, let's go beat him one more time. Good further about the eating habits. I know you don't like me, but you like to stay fat, but fine, keep eating. We know you're out there, Doji. We're gonna get you. .92 war score. Split our armies in half. One stays, the other goes. Just head to Venetia itself. Holy crap. Well, at least we're on our way anyhow. around. Riding through the mountains again. I see a group of pompous soldiers coming from our unit, weapons raised. When they are finished with us, all of my men are dead. I sink to my knees in mud, wondering why am I still here? Well, everyone is here. The invasion force, that is. This Norseman named Dan. Where's the enemy commander? I'll kill him myself. Yeah, you're the commander of that host. It's fair game. Kill him. That'll teach him a lesson. One more. No. You still need more. There we go. Set full sail. Reunite with the others. Did someone kill Branko? Well, Havel, you'll be with us. You're an inspiring man. And look at you. Where'd you get all that martial skill? Played a game of strategy recently, have you? Good. At least you know a thing or two about strategy, because we're gonna go on an amphibious landing. Which we should be fine. Don't get yourself worked up. Get these guys. We'll be sending those who haven't. Oh, actually, I know who to put direct leader on. Okay. There we go. Even though they're not heretics, but still. I need to get some experience on. Grand summoning. For some time now, my brother in darkness, Batas Pechenik, and I have been researching a proper ritual for invoking a certain demon prince. A few weeks back, our kin managed to procure an ancient clay tablet with a missing incantation, which we stand ready now to attain the powers of undreamed of by mortal men. Unlimited power! Summoning rituals of this magnitude can carry serious risk. Our covens surround the summoning circle, the correct symbols drawn, the fainty candles burning a sickly green. Batas intones the final invocation just as I offer up the sacrifice, distracted by the spurting blood. At first I don't notice the man standing in the circle like he was there at all along. Looking at me with straight with a smirk, he says, "Bravely done, child. You have no understanding of the forces you're meddling with, but I did find your sacrifice pleasing. Quid pro quo. Name your desire, boy." "Great Lord, I seek power. The blessing of Mammon. More stewardship." We win! Food poisoning. Possess Vacho. Yeah, I know that guy. Demonic possession. Meanwhile, we got ourselves some money! We burnt down all their trade posts, and I hope they will be replaced by the Raguzan ones. In the middle of the night, I seclude myself in a room I have meticulously prepared for tonight's black magic. With every step of the ritual complete, the air in the room grows more and more oppressing, until finally I sense I'm about to unleash a being of terrible power upon my unsuspecting foe. Do it! Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, I could still sense an inhuman touch upon myself whenever I think about what I did. I become a changed man. I'm no longer kind. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Right, now that we've earned that money, now I know what to do with that money. Spend it on barracks. We need more heavy infantry and pikemen. From our last experience from the previous wars, the problem of the Bosnian army is that there's not enough heavy infantry and pikemen. Oh, I guess we can go with that too. So we need more of these. More cavalry, more barracks, everything. Bosnia needs to be strong again. I can feel it. It is inside of me. The mesmerizing voice, sweet touch of my dark savior, Saint's gift. The beautiful magic is flowing freely through my veins. The sensation is dizzying, radiant, and breathtaking. Nothing in the world can stop me now. Satan, whisper your wishes in my ears as its days shall come true. Now I'm a lunatic. Look at me now. So yeah. The Prince of Hell has blessed his character with business acumen. Oh, really? Rituals failed completely. He's got a strong mind. Although it did shatter him. Yeah, he is a lunatic, but he's not possessed. Well, I'm a lunatic now. More intrigue. At least you get to have that. If we save up some 2,000 gold, maybe we should get a new weapon. I still carry that tier 2 weapon. Yeah, I still carry that tier 2 weapon. Let me see. I'll figure out. How many lovers do I still have? Just 4. I'll comfort her. I still got it. Ripped pillows, broken furniture, shattered vases. My marriage to Marcel has devolved into an unending torment of bitter arguments and fiery rows. I would be depressed, but my lover Carolina just suggested we retire to the countryside for a few days of carefree romance and passion. Aren't you? Never mind. Let's think of someone else. I could decline it because I'm a lunatic that says, we can't. The Watcher. He sees all. But nah, I'd rather be comforted by a lover. if you told me that should I divorce my wife? The Pope says no because, well, reasons. But don't you worry, there will be ways that I will get rid of her. I will not assassinate her, I got something else. Be patient. It may take another episode or two, because once I wake up I get to do a dark divorce before I move up to High Priest. I will get rid of her through that. I guess we could speed up a little, nothing much is happening. Hurry up and get rid of that heresy. $11,000 strong, but we'll be stronger soon. While they're 13,000 strong. To date, I've stumbled upon a painting of the most wretched, hideous creature I've ever laid my eyes on. This affront of nature left me chilled to the bone. The crooked teeth, the ears, his oversized nose alone was enough to make me nauseous. A nearby courtier then asked what I thought of my new portrait. All the ugly trait-related things. Hang on. Come with me, boys. We gotta get rid of these raiders. The poor light deceived me. That nose has character. It's the ugly trait. Sickly. I'll denounce it. I don't want that child. He might die. I got enough children where I won't feel worried. He's gonna be Dalmatian for the rest of his life. Little funny, the Dalmatian is second in line. How he's doing. Playful, brooding, rowdy. Interesting. Oh yeah, and I told you to be betrothed with this Sardinian woman here. You're doing fine. And you got a military man next. Which would no doubt improve our relations still. With two great powers of the Mediterranean. Alright, let's spend that money. Get a new weapon. A weaponsmith to forge me a deadly weapon. What are you up to? How big is Bulgaria now? Against Bashkira? Oh man. That's big. Oh, Bulgaria. You're asking for trouble, but there are times where I feel like, okay, you've gone too big. In the future, for a war against Bulgaria, take Nitra and Trenčín, and maybe get a claim to down here. If we want to be powerful, we gotta beat them. To beat a man, you gotta beat the man, as a great man once said. A remarkable weaponsmith residing in Belgrade. Invite this man over here. Rana, the weaponsmith. So, invite a weaponsmith to court. Let me see. Again, I'm trying to have more. Hang on, how much heavy infantry versus light? We need more effectiveness on both infantry. So the sword originally it's for more light towards heavy. Now I need more heavy than light. So I've always been one for axes. An axe, I see. Excellent choice, my emperor, says Master Rana, and calls for an assistant, trailing several axes in his arms. I have a couple of examples here. One must determine what one need and how much one is willing to pay. Though they would all serve your highness well. Ooh. I would not go into battle with anything but the very best. Order an axe of the highest quality, tier 3. Hey, what education are you in? Learning. Learning-based activity. Let us meet in private for some deep discussions, like philosophy or whatever he's interested in. He was the last one to arrive at the discussion. The conversation flows freely between everyone, jumping from topic to topic. Let us try and learn as much as possible. Some hours pass as the discussions continue. We come to impasse about the nature of the universe. Gervasius and I, on one side of the discussion, he looks at me clearly, waiting for me to make the first line of reasoning. Damn. But hey, diligent. I will be assertive and explain them why they are wrong. I decide to be assertive in my reasoning. I guess we are talking a bit of philosophy, as I mentioned before. The discussion continues on into the night, but the other side yield their points one by one. But at the end, there's no doubt that Gervasius and I are the undisputed winners of the discussion. I've learned a lot from this discussion. It's a tie. Need more stewardship. Wouldn't want to go for Marshal. But hey, it's almost your birthday. I was struck with nervous excitement when Master Rana announced that the axe was nearing its completion. Today I received the master of my throne room, a sturdy box in his arms, and as he opens the lid, I almost impossible to breathe. What were you naming, my emperor? It shall be known as the Marauder. She looks like a marauder, doesn't she? The Marauder. Unequip it. Here it is. The Marauder. Named Marauder, this exceptionally lightweight and well-crafted battle axe allowed me to lay waste to my enemies without getting exhausted myself. There you go. Son, this old sword is yours. Because you'll be a commander one day. As people start to leave the room, tells me how much fun he has throughout the discussion. You should join me next time as well. No longer diligent. Well, it was only temporary. Yeah, Marshal. I need a martial guy to teach my son. You teach him. And by God, don't make him dull. Guards, oil up the rack. songs of anguish. My nights are plagued by terrible nightmares featuring the vile Bishop Laurentius the Cleansing Flame, my rival brother in darkness. He howls and roars at me at the tune of infernal bagpipes. While Albert looks on, bellowing with laughter. I'm sure that Satan is sending me to these dreams for a reason. Must prove myself worthy or I'll be discarded as a weakling. Such is the way in Lucifer's own. He's from over there. I'll invite him for some fun. I'll have him scream for real. As Bishop Laurentius arrived for a meeting, my servants threw a sack over him and beat the dribbling heretic into submission. He is now snugly stowed into a brazen bowl that I had built especially for this occasion. Surrounding the boar were some crucified scum from my dungeon, drenched in oil. Well, I did oil up the rack. It took some work to find 3 genuinely insane musicians, but as they start their demented tune and the fires are lit underneath the bowl, I leaned back and realized that it was all worth it. As soon as the first bellows started issuing forth from the bowl, I ordered the human candles lit. I closed my eyes and hummed along with the infernal choir. My nightmares are conquered once and for all. There are pleasures that await us all in hell. Now I become cruel, and more dark power to it. The old nun! She got her hands dirty. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. She's still here in Bosnia. Let's possess this woman. Because her father, he did things. But now, do it. The ritual was a resounding success. Elizabeth seems to have taken it quite a liking to me. Now she is far more amenable to my suggestions. The unfortunate side effects that she has become obviously quite insane. Well, she is proud, slowing the nun. She doesn't know better. How much is the dark divorce? I know my wife hates my guts, but I could do it now. Annul my marriage by death, using dark rituals and magic. This may have repercussions, of course. And away we go. The time has come to end my wedlock with Isela. If not before God, then before Satan. Secluding myself, I pray and chant within the confines of the symbols I prepared on the floor, holding a lock of her hair in my hand. Only spoken a few more lines. No, needed to complete the ritual. Speak the words and seal her fate. Bring the wrath of Satan upon the Empress. Okay. Sorry, son, you're not going to see your mother again for any time soon, as you're off to be tutored by one of our commanders. A terrifying scream echoes through the hallways. When I reach the scene, I find a group of my courtiers bending over the lifeless form of my wife Esther. Signs of bodily harm aren't to be found, but the look of sheer terror engraved on her face was enough to raise the hairs on the back of my neck. I would rather never see what she saw. Died from fear. That kind of reminds me, I think there is something like that in Slavic mythology. Around here, there is a creature that some people claim in former Yugoslavia today that they think it still exists. The ogre. The ogre that would scream so loud at it, the victim would die from fear. Yeah, I would like to imagine that's what happened to her. An ogre came, screamed the hell out of that, the hell of that woman, and there she went. But hey, I'm still young. I'm in my prime. Who wants to get married? Man, I'm such a... Somebody with stewardship, of course. was about to say yes, but I saw, oh no, lover's box. And a loony. But she wants to be married. Either that or a shrewd-minded person. More skills. Fine, I'll take her. Now I'm arbitrary. Bad trait to have, but good for intrigue. Now I'm the exact opposite of just. So stop spending dark power. Just let it gain up. The man is a coward, that's for certain. He can't fight. Shadows and loud noises frighten him, and blood makes him faint. I'll tell the whole castle about your cowardice. Ding ding. As a suspected coward, his sex appeal diminishes. There are many legends about the great man whose blood I share. A particular story has been circulated quarterly. They focus on an epic feat where Vladislav proved his strength of character. The more I hear, the more I wish to emulate him. Ah, Vladislav. What a great man he was. A long time ago. I strive to be more like him. Be diligent again. What? Dancing plague. Something is very strange happening in the county of Zoanimo. Oh, wait a minute, that's up in Bohemia. It all started with one peasant dancing in the streets, but soon there were dozens of them. Now there are hundreds. Men, women, and children alike. Musicians are playing joyous tunes all day and all night, and the peasants have barely time to eat or sleep. The dancing has gone on for days, and people started to collapse from exhaustion. It seems as if the dancing is spreading at an alarming rate, with groups of dancing people setting off in the direction of other towns. This is truly an unprecedented situation. See how far this spreads. Oh, I'm a man of intrigue, so I'll invite him to the banquet. I receive him at the door, help him inside. He looks around the large room and gives me an approving nod at the size of the banquet. It's time to enjoy ourselves. I will share my knowledge of statesmanship with him. Marvelous. Alright, he seems to enjoy himself. Maybe he enjoys something more if we manage to find him some company for the night. I will help him find someone. Someone to spend the night with. Oh boy. I wake up with a massive headache, and he apparently already left the premises. Hopefully he had fun. Again, the dancing plague is there. It does not spread very far, or very wide. He just needs to learn how to enjoy the festivities. If the dancing plague was in Ragusa, I think he would know a thing or two about festivities. What's going on up there? Oh, peasant revolt. Let's send him off just in case. The forest is not big enough for the barons. They demand hunting rights on the church lands after chasing all the game to the church's side of the forest and having stopped the hunt unless they risk anger the church. You know what? It's not that big of a deal. Let them hunt on the church land. Screw those guys. Because, you know, I'm a member of Lucifer's Own. Did you get rid of him? Yes, you did. Okay, come back. Head back to Ragusa. Defend from raids. Oh, not again. One of these days I'm going to spend my money on investing in your military so you can better defend yourselves against the Serbs. But no, they're more powerful than you, so therefore they want it. Stop right now, or there will be trouble. Okay, he wants money. 78. There you go. You still gotta have your Merchant Republic. They pay more taxes. Good lord, man. These hosts are getting bigger and bigger. Get ready to raise. To reinforce. My commanding presence on the battlefield was felt during the recent victory by friends and foes alike. I bolstered the spirits of the men when it was needed the most, and I personally led the final charge that broke the back of the enemy army. Songs will be sung of this day. Is he now? Oh, yeah. Yeah, stop swinging. Man, I think this is about as much as the Dante play is going to spread. And it's already dissipating. Wait till we reach 2,000 gold again and we'll figure out what we can spend next. Maybe build more buildings, yeah. More buildings in our domain. And of our Prince Archbishop now. You lazy girl, you deserve to be ambitious. Here we go again. Yeah, Avaida's over for some fun. Huh? What is this box doing in my desk? Let's look inside. It's a bright white skull, gleaming like a jewel. And, there's a note. I really enjoyed the prank you tried to pull on me the other night. Good thing it wasn't actually in that book. But have you seen your wife, Froze out lately? Your old friend, Ozzy. Oh, Ozzy. I thought I... What on earth? And I thought I got her. Maybe I wasn't paying attention by reading. I'll look back at it. Oh my god. I didn't say what I just said. You didn't hear this from me. I almost said OMG Foley, and then the message came up. And sacrifice of holy person. Right. Oh. Whoa. How does she live? And I can't do that because it's too far away. Wow. That got me. They got my wife. Well, that's 3 wives down. Who's next? I'm an eligible bachelor. This one already. Another Italian woman. Love me some Italians. Yeah, I may have to look back on that big full text that I kind of skipped over. I'm like, yeah, I know how everything works. And then that happened. That never happened to me. In the history of playing Crusader Kings, and in the history of the times that I went to a devil worshipping society, that event there never happened to me before. Man. The corruption crept on me so slowly. I did not realize what was happening before it was too late. Now the dark tendrils of Satan's magic has invaded my mind, sapping my energy and resolve. I'm haunted by anxious thoughts and sleep eludes me. I knew power had its price, yet I never anticipated this. Sacrifice a holy person? Oh, that's easy. Invite a holy man. Let's abduct him. Sounds cheap, I know. Approve the escape. We got him. Sacrifice him. Wait. Nope. That didn't work. Sacrifice holy person. A priest. Priest. The guy from Srebrenica. Is he still alive? Yes, Bishop Tezalovic of Srebrenica. You old goat. Sacrifice a holy person, not corrupt. Holy, holy, holy person. I wasted all that dark power for nothing. Oh, he's sick right now, so let's get him before he dies. We got him. Sacrifice that mother effer. Man. At least I got rid of that guy who killed my first wife. Now give me a new court position. I don't care which. And if I can't find a guy that's suitable, then maybe the new bishop of Srebrenica. Oh yeah, he's fine. Scouts bring word of a mystic blind man that supposedly works miracles. He appears around villages and cures all manner of ailments afflicting the peasants. There are even rumors that he made a lame man walk again. Peasants call him Tezalovic the Blind. Oh great, another Tezalovic. A gift of gold would convince him to come to court. Oh wow, that's great learning. Yeah, let's bring him in. And you want some new equipment? Yeah, sure. If he can read books, unless somebody reads it to him. Alright, he lets me know that the equipment bought for his laboratory was quite helpful. Apparently he has picked up a few new tricks during his experiments. And yet he did this while he was blind. I'm sure he had an assistant with him. I'm sure of it. Man, none of my vassals have good stewardship, but I guess I'll give it to my wife. She can help me pay collect the taxes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was about to send my guy over, but nope, that is camp fever. Well, just try to research some cultural tech. Which, by the way, that's spread of technology. Do it over at Zahumia. Great Holy War for Saxony again. And look at that. A blind man too. And again, it's against the Catholic realm. If it gets hairy up there, then we may intervene. My wife is pregnant. And I trust her word completely. The new rector is Yogno the Blessed. Kinslayer. Oh, that's a bad man. Anybody want to kill him? Because he's a bad guy. I'll set my spy master over. I don't want to interact with that guy. Oh yeah, everybody wants to get rid of him. Alright, assassination by poisonous viper. Pedro the Third is the new rector, and he's stubborn, diligent, patient, kind. Hey, a real good guy. But he wants to be in the councils. You know what? You'll get one. Because our old spy master died. Even though you're no good at the job, but just do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. King of Serbia, you're now designated regent. I'll have some maids dispatched. 2 more years, and then we'll reach the new century. Just 2 more years. Okay. Oh. I remembered. Let's spend it on some more. More military buildings to build up Bosnia's retinues. We don't have the castle walls because they do not have the technology. Okay. We'll think about that. Same for there. How much do keeps cost each? Because I guess we'll build these up too. Don't forget about Bilanoponia, that barony that I hold. Don't you freaking forget it. Really? You lost that one? Mm-hmm. Well, for now, we're just going to save up our money in the next 2 years. Stop! I did not anticipate this. That is a preemptive strike. Nobody warned me about a war. But it's for a Dutch's claim on Rashka. The county that I used to hold long ago. You're gonna be one for entry, darling. He's about to become a man this year. He's picked up deceitful, diligent, rough. Oh, that's good for a military guy. Well, call Sardinia. Been caught off guard. Get to the bus now. Everybody must link up. Tashmir, you blind miracle worker. You just gotta save my son before everything else fails. And Sardinia will help us out. The guy who formerly rebelled against me, now loyalist. Never thought I would have a Prince Archbishop as my marshal. Now I can switch the grant title back to ruler, so that way nobody will give me any. I'll just say this once: nobody's gonna give me shit for this whenever I give titles to anyone. Alright, underwent her churching after recovering and cleansing herself from the recent pregnancy. She felt much better when she returned, clearly relieved to have fully rejoined the church after her forced abstinence. Happy for her. Oh, come on. You said you did your research well. Maybe you missed a spot. As you are working, a court physician, Tashmir bursts in my study. Emperor, you've been up all night again. It would be in best interest not to work so hard, lest you shall collapse from exhaustion. The realm shall never rest, and the realm never rests, and neither shall I. They're getting on board. Yep, they're coming. The Sardinian and Corsican Navy is coming to drop off their troops. Mate Ninoslavs finishes education. Why are you wearing that towel over your head? You think you're some sort of tough guy? Well, he is brawny. I guess he is a tough guy. You know how people in boxing or mixed martial arts or any combat sports, some guy would wear a towel over their heads. I guess this is an initiation of sorts. He's ready. We might make a commander out of you yet. Matter of fact, I might do just that. I'm risking my heir to go to combat. But not yet. No. Mate Niloslav Mihajlovic Tezalovic. Long name. Put on your helmet. Take off that towel and put on your helmet. And you two are about to get married. To this pretty doll woman who is chaste. Where are those Sardinian and Corsicans? Aegean. Oh, you're trying to flank them the other way around. Clever. Okay, slow down. So their entire army is at Rashka, which is hilly terrain. Villa, as much as I like you, but These guys are not heathens or heretics. So what I need is Tezalovic, the flanker, and the other man. Well, I guess of all. Don't put Mati Ninoslav out here yet. He hasn't proven himself. And we don't know about their Bulgarian commanders. But this could be a very bloody war. Be diligent on this one. Defenders of Diocletius raided them. Good, kill them off a little by little. And they have a retinue with them. Should we get in there? Or wait for the Sardinians? I mean, if Sardinians were to join us, we have the advantage. I think we'll try that option. Be patient. Numbers is key. Make those Bulgarians feel like they're at home in Russia. There goes my mother-in-law, my Italian mother-in-law. Alright, they'll join us on the 14th and then move into Russia. We don't want to rush it yet. That's the reason why I decided, okay, we're going to do it this way. One time only. We're going to fight together. And then I'm going to have to order you to the Duke of Hellas. Who runs this place? It's by a Georgian and it's 5,000 more, with mercenaries. Although they're defending themselves in 2 different wars, so... don't worry about them. Yeah, go ahead. Get her out of here. Rival of mine. Strength in numbers. Reckless charge. I noticed that the center is led by the Duke of Corsica. He has better martial skill than I. I guess they have better commanders. We lost a lot, but they lost more. We drove them out. How many of you other guys on? 4,000. Gee. Took quite a beating. Go to Vide. We'll form a front line. Nothing we can do about those raiders up there. A nice job. Price of decadence. The ruling dynasty, the Mihajlo dynasty, has been overthrown by the zealous and hard living tribesmen of the Aramid dynasty. Their decadent sultan has been toppled, freeing any vassals from their bondage to the unworthy sultan. With the sultan gone, time will tell if the worthy dynasty will be up to the task of restoring authority to the region. Bloated fools. Yep, the Islamic world is split. Once again. Except for them. They're the strongest. But really, against Sunnis. And don't forget about the Seljuks, their new force and power over there. They could be a difference maker. But they still got a lot of troops over there. Everything would be alright for them. Well, meanwhile, on our end... What? Liberation Revolt. A dangerous revolt's broken out in Drungo. Many prominent German landholders have raised an army of peasants, trained and led by the core proper soldiers. They seek to restore the kingdom of Bavaria. Well, you're gonna have to help me on this one too, once the Bulgarian war is over. Here we go again. And I become a poet. You really want me to do that? Well, I have a younger wife. It'll be fine. I think. Books composed. The Art of Love. In Visuki. Perfect. That's a book I would write, since I have that intriguing reputation. Written as a collection of poems, and the tips presented by Emperor Mihajlo of Bosnia are sometimes classy, or occasionally crass, but always revealing about the intricacies of Bosnian living and loving. Yeah! Oh my goodness. There's a strong host and there's an extremely dangerous revolt up there, which nothing we could do about that for now because we got a powerful enemy. Matter of fact, they're both similar strength. Blast it, man! They're gonna head up to Rushka again. A blast has passed. Manager Rajkovic. He was a genius. Blessed be his name. Wait until the battle begins. Then call him here. It's the right move. Starts in 3 days. Wait for it. But then again, I can't call on a battle, so I should have done that. But we have the numbers. The windy weather is getting to me. Turning to the sky, I take a deep breath. The haphazard soldiers of Khan Pavel II have been sending their best to me. My limbs are becoming heavier with each step I take. Give me that guy. I'm a better dueler than him. He's down. It's okay. Everything's alright. Well, we can't deal with those raiders right now. vicious rumors. Oh, getting sick now. We gotta stop that rebellion before it gets too dangerous. They think it's measles. Oh! Oh man. Emperor Mihajlo died clutching at his heart. A disturbed person. He was known throughout the lands as a raving madman. Many are cautiously rejoicing at the news of his death. Jiminy Christmas. My Dalmatian half-brother is now heir, and about to become an adult. Well, here we go. It's, Emperor Mate Ninoslav. Being a talented military tactician, we expect him to lead us to many victories on the field of battle. Long live Emperor Mate Ninoslav. The Millennium Man, I call him, because it's about to be, well, soon to be the year 1000. If we can get out of this, this war between the two, well, one internally and the other external. Make it quick. You'll do. Can't tell her to become Catholic right now. And since I'm a military man, it's naturally I would go for war, as it was. And it's kind of sad because our previous emperor, my father, never made a friend. I will soon make a friend. Yeah, got my correct weaponry. We are not ending this video until 2 wars are resolved. He'll come over here. You too. Let's deal with these rebels, even if we have to take a river crossing penalty. It's been ages since I felt so reinvigorated by a battle. Every day our unit is moving as if connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaimed eagerly one night, or a higher power of some kind. This is all you, my lord, one of my soldiers says, a look of genuine surprise on his face. Let me see. This is a team effort, soldier. Now I'm a brilliant strategist. Alright, they're gone. Get back to the Bulgarian front line. While meanwhile, the raiders are destroying Ragusa, which I don't want to send my troops to die for the Dalmatians there. It's more important over there. Should I really tell that to my grandmother? It's none of my business. If my grandmother wants to be fat, then let her be fat. Huh, look at them. They're raiding the places. They destroyed it all. Those Norsemen destroyed Ragusa. Those yellow bellies. The war's over. The person who had a claim on it died. Oh, thank goodness. Also, quick, get down to Umansky. Yeah. Well, what Emperor Peter failed... Peter, what the hell's his name? Mihajlo. What he failed to realize that this was a matrilineal marriage. This is my half-brother. That's a Tezalovic. And that's... Ah, well, I see it now. Now that Mihajlo's dead, and she was still pregnant by the time. So it goes to her dynasty. I see. I understand now. Okay, let's wrap it up. Well, this episode was quite interesting, that we were able to explore Lucifer Zone and all that. Hey, Seljuk's up there. And all these other deals. So now it's Emperor Mate Ninoslav that will lead Bosnia to greatness, because once he gets those troop numbers up, Bosnia is ready to be a great power again. And it will expand its borders. Because on the new century, which I will stop at right on the year 1000, and that's when I will do a crowning ceremony on the next episode. So it would be appropriate that on the next episode we will begin a new century where Bosnia will be strong again, instead of fighting amongst themselves or any other of these activities that could be considered as evil. Very, very evil. So we hope you join us on this next episode, because Bosnia will be strong again. So until then, so long for now.